Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Carnation Crafts. This hour is all about the exclusive launch that we've got here for you of one of the new Christmas collections. You are seeing it first, so make sure you stay with us. For the next hour and a half, we're going to be here with you, so getting obviously all your questions and anything else you want to know. But this is the main collection that we've got for you today. My name's Dawn Wheeler and I'm going to be with you this hour, but I'm not on my own. I've also got the fabulous Miss Carla.
Hello, Doris.
Back together.
Right? Back together. She abandoned me to go on holiday. Not happy.
I needed a little break, I'm not going to lie. So
I look really white when you come on me because you're so dark.
I look a bit orange, I'm not going to lie in this light, but you know, it'll soon fade, don't you worry.
I look like I'm poorly.
But I tell you something, coming back to this collection has been so exciting to see the designs and the detail that we've got in here. This is the Family Christmas Collection. Normal price on this one is £219.98, but the show price we have for you here is £199.99. Free P&P as always on the special deals, but when you pop this in your basket, if you put in the special code CCFC10, jot that down, CCFC10, then obviously that will give you a little discount code and then make the price £179.99. If you did want to spread the cost, if you're using PayPal, you can use PayPal and split it into 3, making it £60 on each payment, which is amazing. Now, let's take a little look at the main deal that we've got for you. You have got, as always, you've got a concept card in this collection that's going to give you that beautiful detail and design. Then you've got your characters in there as well, and the manger, you've got all the detail. You've then got your village scene with the stars and everything else. And you know with Carnation Craft, it wouldn't be if they didn't give you a designer plaque. And all these dies are super sizes as well. Please don't think any of these are small size. These are super max size with these. Then you've got your little birds that are in there as well. You've got your decorative panel backgrounds. You've also got your embellishments. And look at the trees. They are phenomenal. Then you've got your sentiments in there too in that beautiful script to give you all that detail and designer finish. And then you've got your presents, and it wouldn't be Carnation Craft if it didn't have the beautiful animals that are in there. In this collection, you've got the little foxes, you've got the robins, and then look at the deer that you have in there as well. So again, giving you a beautiful look. It's a massive, huge collection, but you know what? All your Christmases will come true with this one. All the pieces are in there to give you that magic of Christmas spirit. Obviously, it's got that religious connotation as well in there too. But do remember, you can make and sell with these. So for this bumper collection at this special price that we've got for you, like I say, £199.99 for the show price, but if you use the special code CCFC10, then that will give you the discount, making it £179.99. And you know, as Carnation Craft viewers, this is your special time to grab this before anybody else gets this for you. Now, there is something else I need to tell you about if you are getting this collection, because obviously you're going to have your vignettes to go with it as well, to coordinate with it. You're going to want the seamless, perfect papers too. Now, let's show you these. Look at the colorways in here. You're getting 48 sheets of these. They're all 300 GSM, so an amazing weight. 6 colors, 8 of each. And these, again, will pick up each and every color from the designs. If I just bring one of the cards in and just run that along, you can see. Look, you're picking out all the colours of the cranberries in there. You have got the different tones of greens, and you've got those beautiful stone shades in there that will mix and match with all together. Sorry, I'm going a little bit quick. I'm just being honest. Sorry, I got a bit carried away. I was like, la, la, la. And poor Tasman is like, Wheeler, come on, bring it back. I know you've been off, but just slow it down. You can see with this, and this is what I mean about the vignettes. You get the pre-coloured images downloadable on the website as well, but these coordinate with it. If you want seamless perfection, you're wanting the detail and the design of these, then you will have that lovely effect with those. Show price for you today, £14.99 with those. So you have got those if you want to get them. 220616. Now, if you're getting these papers, bear that in mind in your little baskets. Or you're getting this one. If you spend over £25, it could be glues, it could be tapes, it could be ball tools, it could be perfect papers. I would definitely put those in. Look what we've got. We've got a special giveaway for you. This is a freebie that you will receive with your parcel for everybody who spends over £25 on here. So you will get 2 of your Santa hats. And if you're thinking, why have I got 2? Carnation are very giving as always. They're going to give one for you and one for you to give to a friend. How magic is that for Christmas? So again, spend over £25 on anything on the shows, and obviously put your perfect papers in. You'll get those through with your order as well. That is a winner. I like a little bit of a present like that, and especially if it's a bonus, so that will work for you as well. Now, like I say, let's take a closer look at this and see all the detail, all the glory and all the design of this, because Christmas is going to be very, very special with this one. Miss Carla, over to you.
I'm doing stuff there, Doris.
No, come on, stay with me.
Second. Let's have a look at the boards, because this is...
It's magical.
It's an incredible collection. It's just beautifully designed. All of Nick's work that has gone into it is just beautifully thought through. The artwork is incredible. Just to reiterate that the artwork is all done in-house. It's properly painted and designed in that way. So it's all sketched out by Nick and the team. They sketch it all out, they paint it, and then that becomes obviously the die and the artwork, which is just awesome to have. I will just say while I'm on here, hello to everyone who's joining us on Facebook and commenting. Karen says, if you've got the fans going on in this heat, I'll just waft her with some paper in a
Might
little while.
have to.
I'll waft her later on. So hello to everybody who is saying hi. It is lovely to have your company. So thank you for messaging, because we do love it when you interact. So we've got this beautiful manger scene that you see here. So what you're doing with this card is, instead of actually just creating a card, you are creating a nativity scene, which I think is epic, because you're going to be able to keep them forever. You're going to be able to use them as kind of gifts that you can hand down to, you know, generations to come. It's a really beautiful idea. I really like it, and I think it's just fabulous. There's loads of people on Facebook here saying that they've already received theirs.
Wow.
That is amazing. Got mine today. Can't find the download for the Santa hat. I haven't actually looked for it, but it'll be on there for sure. Fiona says, hi Carla, Dawn, Doris.
Hello, darling.
And Taz, ready for 1.5 hours of fun with you ladies. Watching on my TV. An absolutely fabulous collection. Hey Sheila. You got yours as well today, Sheila. Yeah, it is fast. They're so good, because literally the second you place your order, they have got that literally picked, packed and posted, which is incredible. Their service, you cannot beat Carnation Crafts for customer service. They are on it. I love them for it. So with this manger, you get the extra pieces. You've got decoupage elements that go on. You've got your beautiful hay bales, which are just super well done. They've got that 3D look to them, haven't they? Then you've got your decoupage elements for your wall. You've got your two little lambs, and you've got your star. And I'll show you how this works at some point during the show today. But basically, it is a stepper card, and it all sort of clips together. Carol Hawkland, hello, lovely. Mine arrived today too. It's amazing, isn't it? You know, that we launched this yesterday and you're already sitting at home with it in your paws. I think that is just fantastic. So thank you for letting us know that you've got them. It means a lot to us as a company to know that you have received them. Are you waffing? Are you a bit wham?
Honestly, I'm used to heat, but wow.
Are we going to be at the craft show in Doncaster? I don't believe so. Whether I am required to go with a different company, I don't know, but certainly I don't think so for Carnation. Will you be at Doncaster?
I don't know. I've not had my pass stamped yet.
You what?
My pass stamped.
What's that mean?
To see if I can leave the building. If I'm allowed to.
You're not abandoning me again.
No, they said no biting this time.
Mark Judd, hello, Miss Carla, and welcome back from your jollies, Miss Dawn. That's the boss. You know that you need to say whenever.
Sorry, Mr. Mark, I've not been in touch, but the last few days have just been chaotic. I'm not going to lie.
It's not what she said earlier, Mark. She was like, oh, I just can't be bothered to ring him.
I didn't, you fibber.
So now we have got all of the gorgeous characters that come with this collection.
Take that back.
No, I can't. You know I can't.
I didn't say that.
She tasted. So you've got the beautiful characters here that are all there for your nativity scene. So we've got Mary, we've got Joseph, we've got the baby Jesus, then you've got the shepherd, and you've got the wise man. Really beautifully done. The wise man, you can just clip in his thumb if you want to. There is a little pip that allows you to, so you can put the crook through his hand. Really cute. It looks beautiful. Added to it, they've given you the decoupage elements for the blanket, so you can build that blanket up in height, so it really, really pops out. It's beautifully done. Then you've got your lamp here, and that obviously is in Joseph's hand, but because they left the sort of rope element to it at the top, it can also go into the shepherd's hand. So everything works and mixes together and matches beautifully. Your die cutting's gone bang. Oh, Molly.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's not good, Doris.
That's not good. You've had a few.
I've had a few of them, Doris. I have. I've had a few exploding die machines, I have to say, over the time. But I am very clumsy, so I'm saying that it's possibly user error. We have got their hellebore frame, which I love. I love, love, love this so much. There is something incredibly special about this. It's got those lovely chunky elements on the filigree here, so you can see how it all comes together. Just incredible. I love all the layers. You've got all of this paneling. As I'm talking to you about all of these things, if you're buying the main collection, really important to know that as we're going through these boards, you're getting every single die in here. And I don't know if the team at Carnation have actually counted how many dies that, you know, that amounts to the whole set, but it is a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. When you've got a card shape like the hellebore card shape, you can actually use the middle panels for alternative things. So we can use them as bookmarks, as tags, and all of those things. So it's never just a card shape. It's got all of the different bits and pieces. Hi, Dawn and Carla. I'm a local girl to you, Dawn. I'm from Chesterfield.
Oh, yes. Not far from me when I'm at home.
Is it?
Yes.
Annette says, hello Carla, Dawn, I missed his Taz.
Hi.
I couldn't sit on my hands any longer. I ordered my complete set earlier today and got an email 5 minutes later to say it had been dispatched. Wow. I can't wait. Thank you, Carnation, for beautiful. You're going to have so much fun with it, Annette. Honestly, it's such a joy to craft with this collection. I had loads of demos to do. I think I was up to about 35 demos, and every single one of them I can make differently. You know, obviously with the Nativity, when we're using the characters, you've got that similar theme running through, but every single, because the collection is so big, everything can be done differently. It's amazing.
Honestly, this is like a regal Christmas. You really have got everything here that you're going to need. The detail, the design, right from the ground up. You've got your foundation, you've got your shape, you've got your design. But there's bits, and I'm thinking with the arch, you know, and everything else.
I know.
You could snip bits, you could make it like a Christmas wedding card. Yeah. Things like that. Things that you've got like past and present from Carnation, add those in. Oh,
the idea of a beautiful archway going
yeah.
through, and because you've got the platform with it, if you take away kind of the Christmas elements to it and decorate it with some of the other dies from different collections, you've still got the panel at the bottom, so use the card itself and the card shape for that manger one, and just snip the bits that you want, but use it as that sort of panel where it's coming through, and you get this idea of having, you know, you can, any of the characters that you've had, imagine the little thing with, if you've got the little mice from previous collections, you can make Christmas cards on that manger card shape, and you can do it with all the little mice with the little Santa hats on, because you've now got your Santa hats as well.
That's
just
fabulous.
Aces. Mine are out today. Just printed some vignettes out ready for a crop on Saturday. Thank you, team. Ooh, do you know, I quite fancy joining a crop. You could do that with me.
A crip crop.
Eh?
A crip crop.
Anyway, moving swiftly on. I'll take you with me. We'll do one together.
Okay.
Let's do that. Then we have got these panels
Ooh,
here.
News in. News
you
in.
do it. You do it.
No, you do it. News in. They've been counted, and we've had it, quality control checked. 94 dies you're getting. I have never brought, in all the years of crafting, I have never brought you a kit with 94 dies in. This is why this is so vast. I'm just going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn this one round.
That's less
haphazardly.
than £2 a die.
And look at the size of some of these. They are big, big dies. These are not teeny tiny. You've got the quality. And bear in mind, these are all hand drawn. The detail and the design on these. You are getting something very, very special right here. But for 94 dies, wow, what a bundle for that sort of price.
Isn't
that is
it?
incredible.
That's amazing. Less than £2 a die.
Yeah.
When you're getting the quality of Carnation, I think that's incredible.
And the vignettes, the free vignettes that you can download.
Free backing papers, free
Exactly,
inserts,
yes.
everything that you get for free from
On the
Carnation.
website.
And a free angel policy, so you can sell everything you make. Carnation, they are so generous. Carol, do you need a special printer? I've not had a set like this before. Right, Carol, Here we go. So, no, you don't need a special printer, but you will gain massively from having Pro Print paper. It makes all the difference. You can use a £20 printer or you can use a £3,000 printer. The results will still be a million times better on Pro Print paper. You'll say that as a crafter. What difference does Pro Print make?
If you are wanting, it's the difference between day and night. If you use a normal set of print paper that you print your bills on and things like that, you will notice when you print them out, the colours look soggy, they're saturated. You get a clean, crisp, professional print. It's like they've come, you know, like when we do the shows on air, on CNC and things like that. And honestly, it's a professional print. It's like a print paper pad when you get them. It gives such a different effect, totally.
Because it's like, if you were to print a photo, you wouldn't print a photo on print paper or on just your average cardstock. You'd want it on photo paper.
Yes.
It's the same principle as that. So that should help you a lot. Carol, if you're just saying about getting some, can I just say, Carol, if you do get it, when you get it home, first of all, if you've not used Pro Print before and you've not used Carnation before, there are vignettes on the website. Vignettes are the artwork that you're downloading for free. I assume you might already have them, but I'm just going to very briefly explain to you. When you get those vignettes and you've opened them in Adobe, if you can, so right click, open with Adobe. Some of them, they'll, like, for every one that you get, so say like I was printing out Mary, for instance. There'll be more than that on the sheet, but just say it was just Mary here on the sheet. I would have on the normal one, probably, I don't know, 6 images of Mary, okay? And they would just be laid out. But you'll get another one, Carol, that will have a black line down the centre, and you might only have 4 Marys on that one, for instance. You might still have 6, but you have this black line that runs across the middle of your paper. You fold your paper. Your Pro Print paper, you fold it on that black line once it's printed. Spray glue the inside, doesn't matter what you use, or you can use like Pritt stick type glue, can't you? You know what I mean. Oh, I know, everyone's face when I say that. Apparently you're not a crafter if you use Pritt stick, but I use Pritt stick all the time and I love it.
Palpitations then, Jean.
I love it.
Mr. Mark, we need spray glue on the website. I'm just saying.
So basically, once you have spray glued it, put it together, pop your die on top of that, put it through your machine, and what you will end up is what's called a mirrored vignette. So you've got the fox here that you can see. When I turn him around, he's the same on the other side. Why is that important? Well, for 2 reasons. The first reason being is, if I've got him on a card and he is sitting raised above the edge of my card, if I printed him and I've just got a one-sided vignette, then that would just be a piece of white at the back. If I can do it there where I've got the colour, you get the detailing on the back and the front. The other reason it's important, and as far as I'm concerned as a crafter, more important, when I've cut him out and I've got him like that, you'll know yourself from any die, I'll just put my hand there so you can see it, you'll know yourself from any die that you've got, that's his position.
Yeah, you
can't change it. That's it. I can't do anything with him. However, when you get the ones from Carnation, you're basically getting double for your money, because I can turn him. I can have 2 now facing the other way. I've got now double the option for crafting than I ever had when I first, you know, if you're using a single-sided. We don't tell you to, you know, which way to go. You choose whether you prefer single or mirrored. It's up to you. But if you're wondering what the black line is, that's what it is.
That's it, and it's a very unique thing as well
It is.
to Carnation Craft. So honestly, just try it and use it, because how many times you've had like that little fox facing one way, but you think, I'd like one facing the other way. You just can't do it. Having the vignettes are a game changer. They are free to download. You will have to go to carnationcraft.co.uk, and obviously you can go there. This is the home page. When you go there, you go to downloads, you will see, and there you've got the vignettes for dies. What you're going to do is go on there, and there you can see what Carla was saying to you before. Some have got a black line through the centre on there as well. They're the ones that you can fold in off so you get the reverse, but these are all printed. All you've got to do is click on the download button. You can right click, save as, or wherever you want to on your desktop, whatever, but they are there for you to keep. But if you're like me, you know, major artists with a paintbrush and things like that, I haven't got hours to colour in. This will give you a professional finish straight out the box. So honestly, please, once you've purchased this, go to the website and download them. They will be a game changer for you right there.
Yeah, completely, aren't they? They're just amazing.
But it is what you print it on for sure.
It makes all the difference.
Yes.
So I've just answered a couple of these and I'm going to carry on the boards. Beth, what size envelope would the nativity card fit into? You're going to need, I would say you're going to need sort of like an A4 because it's a big jobby. I don't have, I've got, do you want my special ruler? Do you want?
Oh. Are you kidding me? Yeah, loving it. Little donkey.
On a dusty road.
You are looking at 9 inches.
Yeah.
Yep. About 9 inches, just over by.
It's got that ruler, isn't it? Do you like it?
It's proper Wheeler proof, this one.
7.5.
7.5.
So 9 by 7. I just say use an A4 envelope would be the wisest
Make
idea.
a box. We've got the boxes.
The box maker, the envelope box maker.
I would use one of them, or wrap it in tissue.
Oh, I don't need that. I need that.
Oh, sorry.
So somebody was saying yesterday about. Oh, my brain just went blank.
Oh dear. Oh, Jean, we're getting old. It's flashing before my eyes now.
Doris, the care home's getting nearer.
Oh dear, it's fine. It's fine.
It's gone. I had something in my head.
Box,
I'm so
box,
sorry.
envelopes. We're talking envelopes.
No, it's gone. Sorry. Sorry.
Time delay. Satellite went down. It'll be fine.
It's having you back, Doris. It's caused me some confusion. So then we have got these gorgeous backdrops here. So you've got the snowflake one, and I love these so much. They're so delicate, and I did show these yesterday. I'm not going to keep doing it because the boards get battered as they are, and I don't want to cause any more damage to them than needs be. And we need to sort of preserve them. But with the little snowflakes, can you just see, if I push this down, you can see where the shadowing is underneath. Here we go. You can raise each one of those beautiful panels. What that means is, look at this.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing, Doris, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that really lovely?
I love that.
And then this is then your holly one, which I just think is just the best. Really, really gorgeous. Carol's saying pro print paper. Yes, absolutely pro print. So it'll be on the Carnation Crafts website. You will get 3 different weights of paper, Carol, if it's your first time buying. My advice, you don't have to do anything that I'm telling you to do, but my advice, get the 120 if it's on the website. It's the one that you'll use the most, because obviously if you're doing those double-sided vignettes, once you've folded it on that black line and you've sprayed glued the inside of it, it's now 240. Which is what you need. You need that stability. That's just my advice. Obviously, whatever you need to do, whatever you think is going to help you the most is what I would say. But I would go 120 if it's your first time. And it prints, there's 2 sides to it. One's a shiny side and one's a bit rough. Print it on the shiny side. Otherwise it doesn't work, if you're like me. And you're sitting there going, nothing's making a difference here, nothing, it's not changing. It's because I've done it on the other side. So print on the shiny one. I love these so much. But somebody did point out that it looks like an upside down ice cream cone, Doris.
Yeah, I've had a lot of them.
An upside down ones?
No, an ice cream cone.
Right. I don't think you should keep rubbing it in my face that you've abandoned
They
me
are
for a
fabulous,
week.
them trees.
They're beautiful, aren't they? And you've got the 4 different sizes here. So we're going to do a whole heap of crafting with these. I will say, as I did say yesterday, you are only, this whole collection, the only part of it that is actually what we would say, or I would say, is officially Christmas, would be the holly and the snowflakes on your backdrops. But again, you can, I mean, the holly one, you can just print that in a different colour. Your Merry Christmas sentiment, obviously, and your characters for the Nativity Collection. Everything else, including that manger, that Nativity stepper card, everything else can be used alternatively. That's important because it means we can use it all year round. And things like the trees, where you're going to be able to build those forest scenes, there are so many animals that have come out with Carnation Crafts over the 3 years that they've been going. It's Carnation's birthday next month.
Oh, is it?
Yep, 3 years.
Fabulous.
So everything that you've had over that period is going to be able to be used with these. Keep building your blocks.
But even with the trees, if you just put little gems on them, or you've got some of the ivy trailing from some of the other collections, that'd be really beautiful.
That would be pretty.
I like that.
So then we go on to the robins. I've got robins in my garden, haven't I, Doris?
Yes, it's like me and you.
Are so me and you witter into each other. Look at this one with its hairdo. Isn't he fabulous?
It's got a boof.
It's got a boof like you, Doris. It's got a big boof like you. It is just the most gorgeous selection. I said yesterday, what I love about these, you've got the two little wee ones that look kind of like, they're almost that caricature element, that beautiful character element that comes through from Carnation so well. But then you've also got these, which are your sort of more art. Do you know what I mean?
Like the little baby robins and like the mummy and the daddy. So you could do it as a family Christmas card, and I like that.
I know, because Dave was saying that yesterday, and Dave's like, and that's why it's family Christmas. And I was like, it's because all the animals are families. I didn't know.
He's very good, is Dave.
Oh, he's Dave.
He's very Dave. Dave is there. Dave's the oracle.
He's very sharp, is Dave. Alison says, hi, Carla and Doris.
Hello.
It is so good to have all of your company. These beautiful foxes. Sorry, I'm late. I was so busy playing with my collection that I received today, and what a beautiful collection it is. Yvonne, I'm so happy for you. It is such a gorgeous collection. These are beautiful. He has taken so much care, or should I say Nick and the team have taken so much care with these. They're so beautiful. Just talk for a minute, Doris, because I need to drink.
They are, but look at these, and you can see with the vignettes, the pre-coloured images. Yes, I can use alcohol pens, but I couldn't get that amount of detail and design. Nick and the team, obviously, who design all these for you, they are artists. These are all artist quality to give you that beautiful designer finish and detail each and every time. But look how super cute these are.
Look at this one, Doris. Look, isn't he beautiful? And then you've got the one that stands up. You've got, obviously, is it the vixen and the fox?
Yes.
Look at me with the words today, Miss Doris. Beautifully done. All of them you can use your ball tool with, and you get the outside die. We are going to play. Alison says the daddy fox is spectacular. Yeah, I mean, the thing with Carnation, I'll stand by this, you know, forever. The one thing Carnation's always going to give you, and I think it's what sets them apart from any other company. There's a million things that set them apart from other companies, you know, the customer services, for instance. But their artwork is actual. We were saying this yesterday. It's actual art that you're getting. You know, like I say, if you had painted this stag, for instance, yourself, you know, with a paintbrush and all the rest, you would be so proud of yourself. I would. Can you imagine if you'd put that on paper? You'd be stoked, wouldn't you?
I couldn't go to that level.
And I mean, you know, I love drawing, but how long does it take to do, you know, this sort of thing? It takes hours, and each one of those is given to you under the premise that you can then sell it as your own, because what Nick does is he provides the artwork so that you can provide works of art. That's the whole point. He's handing that baton over to you and it's kind of trusting, I suppose, with his artwork and saying, your turn, here, you become the artist now, you create something spectacular. And I think this is just, you know, the most gorgeous set. Look at this stag. Look how beautiful he is. He's just so handsome. Said it yesterday, say it again, say it forever. Nick has a real affinity when it comes to stags. He
Very
is
majestic.
Just, isn't it, just gorgeous. Then you've got the wee boy standing here, or girl, whichever way. I don't know the difference. And then you've got the gorgeous, look, see the chest, floof? That's like Miss Phyllis.
Yes.
Miss Phyllis has got a lovely white chest. And then you have got the doe. Absolutely stunning, stunning, stunning. Remember, these family collections can all be used in that manger card shape as well. Then we move on. We're still going. We've got this church. I love the church. I love the tiny trees that can sit in the windows. The fact that you can paper piece these. You can use acetate. You can use vellum on the windows. Use your tiny lights then behind the church. So it all lights up like it would be on a winter's day. Just beautiful. The gorgeous big star. The little houses. Everything going through. It is just gorgeous. It's a beautiful, beautiful collection. Then we have got, look at those. Sentiments are always going to be one of those those really important aspects of card making. There's something about a sentiment, isn't there? Not least because obviously you're sending a message to the recipient, but also it finishes your card. It adds a certain different detail to your card. So visually, they're very impactful. And they have a really lovely way at Carnation of choosing the fonts. They do them really well. So you've got the massive Merry Christmas there, which I love. But this, again, I will say it again, from our family to yours. I think that is a stunning sentiment. I think it's something really lovely, and I just think it's a really, because you don't see that kind of sentiment very often, so I'm chuffed to bits that they put that in. Alison says Carnation definitely take card making to another level. Sheila says, can't believe it, ordered yesterday, delivered today, downloads done, ready to go this weekend. Great work, Carnation Crafts. It's really important to Carnation when they hear those messages, you know, this isn't you just saying it, you know, and it being sort of water off a duck's back. Carnation really enjoy hearing that you are so pleased that you got it the next day, because they take such massive efforts to try and get it to you immediately. It is so important to them. So it is really lovely of you to take the time out and tell us that you've received them. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you. You've got these beautiful presents. They all sit and pile together. Again, none of that Christmas. You could use that for wedding anniversaries. You can use it for birthday cards. You can use it for all of the different things. And like I say, it's my son's 16th birthday today. My little baby has turned sweet 16 today. And he had one of his GCSEs this morning. He had a science exam. So that's not very good. That's not lovely, is it, on your birthday? No. But he's gone out to play with his friends now. Then you've got these beautiful winter florals. And these are just divine. They are so pretty. Those colours, nobody does florals like Carnation, as far as I'm concerned. Look how realistic they are.
They are so beautiful,
aren't they?
And there's so many bits you can feed in from other collections that you've got. And like with those, I'm thinking you could use that all year round.
Yeah, of course you
could.
You
really can.
Well, think of all the wreaths that, like, there's the wreath maker and stuff, all the stuff that Carnation's provided in the past, and you're going to be able to bring these in. And these are about, if my memory is correct, these are about the same size as the MIDI floral arrangements, I believe. So they would all work in together with those. And one of the best things you can do with Carnation is just cut out all of the florals and keep them in a big box, so you can just pick and you know, go at all of your different florals whenever you need to, because having a big box of flowers is never going to be out of place, is it? Flowers finish a card off. It's a detailing element to it. So that is your family Christmas collection. Feels a bit weird doing Christmas in June for anybody who is new to crafting and can't understand why we are here on the hottest day of the year talking about Christmas. It's because in the craft world, Christmas happens in June every year. Doesn't it, Doris?
It does. And bear in mind as well, Christmas is the most time of the year when you make the largest collection of cards. It could be for your best friends, it could be for the school teachers, it could be for your delivery parcel guy who brings all your things, friends and family. It's not just birthday cards that you make every, you know, a month. You might make 5 or 6 cards, like something like that, but honestly Christmas is the most. And bear in mind as well, fates and fairs and things like that are going to start coming in later in the year too. Start making them now. What a collection where you can make a statement piece with this. Let's show you some of the finished samples so you can actually really absorb what you can make with these. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, we've had some of these laid down. They do just want like folding back up to make them sit back up, but you've got all the pieces in there, so I'm just going to carefully fold these up and pop those back into place. But look at this, what a statement piece card. And if I just flick this switch, there you go. We are going to show you with the lights carefully, just give us a second or two. But look at that, can you imagine a winter wedding card, a family card, something like that?
Yeah.
The detail on here is incredible. You've got that stepper design on there as well that really will make this stand out. But honestly, with the vignettes, with them being double-sided, this is what Carla was trying to tell you. With the double-sided, this is why it looks more professional each and every time. And as the lights go down, you will be able to see how gorgeous this is. It has got a glow to it with the little lights in there as well. But very, very beautiful. Love the tones in there. And you've got that lovely family backdrop. So it could be for the families. If I just hold this a bit further forward, can you see how that's lit up?
Isn't that gorgeous?
Look how that is lit with the little lights on the inside, which is absolutely gorgeous.
I am so in love with those trees. Those trees are just glorious, aren't they?
And if we just leave the lights a second, I'm just going to fold this one up because, like I say, we've had them laid down on the counters. Oh, wow, this one's alive. Bear with me. So, oh dear.
Oh, Doris.
Baby Jesus is trying to run. Here we go.
He's in a manger, he can't.
Dear, this one's alive. There you go. But look at that again, lit up. If you are wanting the lights, we have got the tiny lights that we've got for you available on the website. Go to carnationcrafts.co.uk. Everything is on there. But look at this. As we were saying before, you could use the arch separately. You could dress it with all your little mice or the little animals. But look how the deer, the placement and everything is on there for you to use these. And then you have got all the detail in the background. But let's take a look at a few more just so you can see the details and the designs. Bringing the foxes in, using that card blank to give you a different shape of card, giving you more of a solid look this time. Then as we start to bring it in, look at this. When you start bringing in all the different animals, like I say, I'm just going to put the placement of that down so you can see, look at that. That is a statement,
isn't it?
Now, if you want the creme de la creme, if you are wanting the statement card, you know, like special cards for your mum and dad, sisters, brother-in-laws, things like that. Look at this. You imagine making things like this for your local church and things like that.
That is crazy good, that card.
That is amazing. Good. Like I say, you've got the detail, the design. There's also the little lights on there too. But you can see how you've got that movement. So you have got that. But using it in a totally different way then. Bringing in the robins. You've got the trees and all the elements. The sentiments and also that detail of those designer backgrounds in there really will give you that different look. Let's just take... Oh, sorry, I'm throwing them at you.
Oh, Doris!
Sorry, I'm just checking your reactions. See if you're with me.
You know I've got none.
Could get messy. Then with this one you can see you've got the deer in there as well, but the colour tones, do you know something? I'm so glad they've done them in the soft grey tones because it makes it more snowy.
It's subtle,
with that
isn't
red,
it?
It's got that designer feel with it as well. But using the background dies on this one, the presents stacked along the sides and building this up. But then if you're looking at doing something for the littlies in the family, so for like, you know, daughters and cousins and nieces and nephews, look how you can change it. And look at the hats. If you are wanting these little hats, because these little deer do not come with it, you spend over £25, you will actually receive 2 of the Santa hats, one for you and one for a friend. You've got the Santa hats to pop on there, but they will also fit the little mice as well. So you've got the best of both worlds. But honestly, phenomenal value. Yes, it is a considered purchase. Yes, it is one of the biggest bundles, but you know when Carnations do something, they don't half do it and you think this is missing, that's missing. Everything is always here in all of the kits. That's why we brought you this first of all as an exclusive launch to bring you in all the fantastic Christmas designs we can. Like I say, it worked out 94 dies in this huge collection that we're bringing to you today. 220634, £199.99, free P&B on that one. But also if you use the code CCFC10, you will then get a discount code. That discount code, it's on your screen right now if you want to just jot that down, brings the price down to £179.99. But if you're wanting to split the cost in 3, if you use PayPal Pay in 3, that will then be £60 on your first payment. But like I say, pop over, shop online at carnationcrafts.co.uk. But don't forget, put your perfect papers in as well, because this now then will give you that colour coordination, and that is why the colours are hand-picked for these to work with the vignettes. So again, beautiful designs right here to elaborate and collaborate with it as well. 48 sheets in there, 8 of each in there, 6 different colours that gives you all the magic. But let's show you a little bit of a breakdown of what you are saving with this kit. All the dies are on there. That's all the individual prices. Look at the price. It should be £299.88. Today, on the show price, you're paying £199.99. But then if you use the discount code CCFC10, the price drops down to £179.99, saving £119.89, so roughly £120 right there. But for 94 dies, you have got a lot of value right there with that one. Now, a lot of you are asking what else goes with this range. Like we've just shown you before, the perfect papers. These are perfectly designed to coordinate with the vignettes to give you that enhancement and that splash of colour. If I just bring these in, just to show you again, The greens match perfectly, the cranberry shades that are in there, even the pink tones, everything is coordinated to work with it, which gives it a professional look. There's nothing worse, you know, at home, if you've got a black jacket on and it doesn't match the same black with the black trousers that you're wearing. You see the colour difference. With these, if you get the perfect papers, these now bring it together, but they're more than papers. These are 300 GSM. These are all your cardstocks that will give you that weight and that stance if you're making boxes. Plus as well, you can die cut this too. Would tell you to get your cut tidy if you are using a heavier weight cardstock. But for $14.99, pop that in your basket. 220616. Remember, pop over to carnationcrafts.co.uk. Everything is on there from your perfect papers, the collection, glues and tools and more. And obviously don't forget your vignettes. If you get in this range, you're going to want the artwork that you just print out, lay your dies over the top, and also don't forget, if you're spending over £25, you get 2 of the Santa hats. And again, if you're thinking, why? One for you, one for a friend. Carnation Crafts like to share the love. These will fit a lot of your other characters from the die ranges that we've got for you as well. So bear that in mind too. Now, Miss Carla.
Miss Wheeler.
A little bit of demonstration.
A little bit of demonstration. Can I just say that your Santa hats, when you get them, you may have seen the video already on Carnation Crafts, but you get them both in one packet. So don't sit there and go, well, I've only got one of these Santa hats. There's 2 in there. It's just in one packet, just so you know. Thunder and lightning in Canada, Shadia.
Very, very frightening.
It is very warm here. It's a bit mafting, isn't it?
Yeah.
You all right, Doris?
Yeah.
You sit down for a minute because I'm going to demo. So
In
have a
case I
little
melt.
seat. I don't want you falling over. We don't have time with the A&E. Not again, Doris. I'm just saying, you take a bit of a seat, girl. Right, so what we've done is cut out that Hellebore card frame here, and we've done it twice. So we're using the largest die in the pack in order to cut out that card shape. Score at 1/2 inch, and we're just going to take away the red liner tape. As always, we're going to push that towards your body. Keep it pushed towards your body and keep it down. That way you can place the other card shape and you can shuffle them together without them getting stuck by accident. Once you've got it where you want it to be, and you can see that is sitting on that way, and you can see that the glue is away, so I can still move and shuffle. It's important that you get that straight first. Butt it up against something at the bottom, place it together, you've got your perfect card base. Then we're going in with some of those beautiful perfect, I love this colour.
That's lovely, that stone
Isn't
colour.
it? It's like a biscuit colour. It's a really, really pretty colour. And when you get this white that goes against it, it's just divine. What I've really enjoyed with this Hellebore frame is this really. It's almost like, because you've got the detailing around it, it's almost like it's giving you an aperture, a frame in which you can work in, and all the outside's already taken care of for you. And I talk about this a lot, but having that blank canvas is a scary, scary thing. So when we put on something like this with a frame, you don't have that scary moment. It's taken care of for you. And that's important, I think, for crafting, you know, that we get to have those pieces. Right, what we're going to do here is I'm going in with some of my everyday glue. I'm hoping to get 2 demos done at least. I am hoping for 3. If I get a chance, I'm going to do the manger one for you again, so you can see that. If you haven't seen the manger one and you want to see it demonstrated, in case I don't have time today, please do go onto YouTube and look at yesterday's shows. Certainly the launch show, we did it twice yesterday, so you'll be able to see it on there. They'll be on the Carnation Crafts YouTube channel now, pretty much for life. They're going to be there. We have got no intention of taking them down. You can watch Carnation Crafts TV on YouTube, on Facebook, on the page, and you can also watch it on the Carnation Crafts website as well. It's on all 3. Can you just reach behind you, Doris, and just pass me those tiny lights?
Teeny tiny.
Because I don't know if I'll have time to actually do the manger, I just want to show you the tiny lights from Carnation. So this is what they look like when you get the box back, and once you go inside it, I might be able to do it. Just let me get my pokey tool. Hey up, Doris, you know this is where I start.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Injuring and damaging
Please,
myself, Doris.
Not tonight, please.
This might not be a good plan. We're going to go into here. I just want to show you what you get when you open up the box. So this is what you receive when you get home. So you're getting the batteries, they provide those for
fabulous.
you, which I think is ace, because I always get confused with these coin ones. Do you?
I do, and I'm not being funny. You can spend £3 or £4 just on a battery of that size.
Yeah, you can. And basically, you're using 2 in each pack, and you've got one there's one that's upside down and one that's the right way around, if that makes sense. It took me a while to work it out, but that's how they work. Then you have got inside here your tiny lights, and you can see the little LEDs that are sitting on them. And you just loop them round, and you put red liner tape down on your card, and you put them round on the red liner. You get 2 that have got 8 lights, and you get 2 that have got 16 lights, and that works. I've actually got one here, Doris.
Oh, have you got? I was going to show you at the side. Sorry,
because I might not get a chance to demo it. I just want to show you then how that works when you're sitting. So you can see here where I have pieced them down. So it's just red liner tape all the way around, and then the masking tape on top, just to get, so you've got rid of that sticky piece, and your battery then obviously turns that on. You've got your little lights. One of them's upside down, one of them's the other way around, and I always do them. So there's a little thing here that says on and off. I always keep that on the top, so I know which way my battery's going, because otherwise I get very confused. And that's just how it works.
I'm just going to show that you can put a backing on it as well.
Doris.
Sorry,
do you want to come a bit closer?
Just going to show you. Look, the lights are on, but this has been backed. So again, you're hiding all your workings in case you're looking at that thinking, where are they? They are in between. You've got your light switch just there. So again, everything is hidden, but that makes it really exclusive and expensive looking. Yeah.
I mean, you know, you're going to certainly if you're selling it, you're going to increase the value massively of what you're selling, the price that you're able to sell it at, because you've got that going on. So I did just want to sort of talk you through the tiny lights, because they are important, especially when we're doing Christmas cards. It's one of those things that we're going to use a lot at Christmas, aren't we? We're going to have that kind of element where we're bringing in those lights, and you've got that beautiful kind of cozy totes feel, haven't you? That sits. There's another one there, Doris. Thank you. Right, so we're getting back on with this hellebore frame. You can see this. I use those perfect papers here, and I've got my card shape. I've already stuck that down, as you can see, and I've got 3mm foam tape on the back of here, and that's going to give me that lovely chunky balance. You don't need to use 3. Obviously, you can use a 1mm. You can use it flat. It's up to you. It depends how you like it to be. So I'm just going to make sure I've got that the right way around. I'm going to be making a card that is a portrait, no, landscape. I always get the two confused. But even when I'm making it, even though I know it's going to be landscape, I always work when I'm putting my mats and layers on with it in portrait. I don't know why, I just find it easier. It just makes life easier. We're not taking this off because it's just purely for the support in the middle of the card. The 2 bottom pieces here, I've now got my slip and slide because I've created these tabs, so I'm just going to place this on the top. I can't lean over, so I apologise. Miss Doris, you've got your hand in the back of the class, you've got your hand up. What would you like, Miss Doris?
Question, Jean. What made you choose these colours for this one? What was your thought? Talk me through it.
Talk you through it, babes. Just because I think for the demos, I've done them in each colour actually, but for me, I like to work with blended colours and tones. Now, in the perfect papers, can you pass me one of each, Doris? Sorry, guys at home, I just want to talk it all through. There's some people who are new to Carnation who don't haven't used the collections before. So if I can have one of each colour.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There should be 6.
6.
Right, so if I can just talk you through these. So the way the perfect papers work is Nick, for instance, will take a vignette. This is a vignette, that artwork that's been cut, and he will pick the colours from those to create the perfect papers, so we get the right hue. And it means that all the time we're going to have the right tones and the right colours. It's important. It makes a difference. Nothing's going to clash. So you've got the 2 greens here. You always get tone on tone. So for instance, let me just move these here. You've got the 2 greens. You've got the kind of 2 creamy colours. I love the light one on that as well. And then you've obviously got the 2 pinks. So you can work hue on hue, and they create the perfect mats and layers. The way it's designed is that if I so chose, I could take the pink and I can place it with the green. No matter what, tonally, they will always work together. So it doesn't matter about creating mats and layers in more diverse colours. All of Carnation's perfect papers always look amazing with white on top of them. They just pop. So they're just beautiful. Oh, hey up, Doris, that's my bit. Thank you. They're just beautiful. So when I was creating this one, because I'm going to be using the foxes, I wanted to have a more toned down, warm sort of tone, so I wanted to use something that had a yellow or orange base in the same way that I would with the foxes, because we want to bring out the tone on that. So basically you can see here that what I'm doing is bringing in that tonal colour of the orange. I'm working with colour here, so we are doing a bit of colour theory, but I've got that warm tone, and that's brought in with the fox. So this is the perfect colour for your foxes, because obviously we're working with that warm hue. So that's why I chose the colour I'm... Was that a bit too long, that
No,
answer?
I like that. I just wanted to know what's in your head, because sometimes it does worry me. But I wanted to know what made you... Because people at home will get the vignettes, they'll get them out and everything and have all the perfect papers, but they will get to that point where they kind of go, what do I use? What makes you... Obviously, Carla started with the fox, and that's where the colour came in. So utilise that, but she could have gone more for the pink, the soft cranberries, with the flowers and things like that. So do look at the detail in there, and you will see a lot of it comes together very, very easily. But having your perfect papers, do make sure you got those for $14.99. 220616 for those, all available on carnationcrafts.co.uk, and you can see there the beautiful colour array that is on there as well.
Oh, you're very delicate when you do that, you know. Yeah, quite the thing. I'm just laughing at Tracy Monk, who is on Facebook saying, can you please hide the cost, maybe with a Santa hat, because I'm having to keep my thumb over it so my hubby doesn't see it. Oh, should I have said that quietly?
Nothing to see, nothing to see.
Carol, do I need the 220 GSM and the 120 GSM paper that you mentioned? We need the 200 for the nativity for stability.
I'd say for your backgrounds, personally. It's 220 for your backgrounds.
Yeah, but I think what we're talking about is the manger card, isn't it?
Okay.
So if you're going to print your manger card, because you're having it on the Pro print paper, and we were talking about it yesterday, because you need it to be solid, that. So yeah. I'm going to say to you, Carol, yeah. So if you are only thinking of going in with one pack of paper, if you're only thinking of going in with one pack of paper, if all you want to do is buy one and you don't know which to get, I'm going to say to you, still get the 120, cut it twice and stick it together so you've still got the stronger base. If you can afford both packs and you're going to go for both, 120, 220. Get those two. Don't worry about the 170 in the middle. You'll be able to do everything you want to do with those two packs, because you can use the 220 also is beautiful, and it's the one I always use for the Pro print for printing out my backing papers. I always use the 220 for that because it's solid, so it gives you that solid base on your card. If you can afford both, Carol, absolutely, that's where I would go. Don't worry about the 170, get the 120, get the 220. That's where I would go. Up to you what you do. The 120 is the one you will use the most for your mirrored vignettes. The 220 is the one that you're going to use for all your backing papers or for single-sided vignettes. So I hope that helps. Right, we're going to go in with some of these beautiful winter florals. It's so hot in here that my glue is just drying up. Yeah, it is. It is just warmer than a warm thing on a warm day. I'll place that on there. I was going to tuck it. Have I got a... Yeah, no, I've glued both. I'm just going to place... He'll be covered anyway. Now, when I'm putting these down, all of you who know me, you know that I don't like to glue the tops of my florals. I like them to move, so I like that kind of element of breeze. That looks like a winter tree. Yes. So it's actually just a foliage piece, but on its own it looks like a winter tree. We can start to create forest scenes by using just those foliage pieces, which I think is absolutely epic. So what I'm going to do then is the same thing. I'm tripling it. So I'm going to put 3 of these down so I've got symmetry. I'm only putting glue just at the edge here. I'm not going up to the top. As I said, I like movement in mine. You don't have to. It's just a way I prefer to work with. Obviously, when you're posting them, I would be more cautious if I was posting it, just because I wouldn't want it to come off and, you know, it could snag. So it's a choice that you're going to have to make, but it's, you know, up to you. But for me, I personally love them to have that freedom, so they've got the movement. I like cards that move. So I'm just going to place this here. So I'm roughly about the right shape. The great thing about Carnation frames, that I don't think they do it on purpose to help me out, to be fair, but it does. You've got the little rivets here, so you can count in, so you know that you've got them in exactly the right spot, which is super helpful. That looks like a forest, right?
It does.
Super easy, isn't it, to create something absolutely spectacular. It looks like a forest, which I love.
But if you want to change the perspective of it, you could lower some down, you could cut some of the trunk off and make it shorter as well. So,
Absolutely.
but having the detail and the shading on it, it looks like they've got snow on them already. So again, giving that beautiful, crisp, frosty kind of feel, which we'd like that right here, right now.
Would you?
Whew, yeah.
I've never ever heard you say that you want some cooler weather, ever, in my life, Doris, ever.
In here, I have to say, it's like the Sahara today.
I have to say, I think I may have a damp top lip. I'm not going to lie. It's been a day, Doris. It's been a day.
Been a day.
Right, we're going to break down the fibres of this fox here. So we've got to break down the fibres. Those of you who know me and you've already seen me do these demos, you know I will always tell you to work from the edge of your paper when we're using a ball tool. You need to break the fibre first. If you go straight in at the middle, you're going to crease that paper. It is just going to give, and you don't want it to give in the middle until you've made it give on the edge. You've got to think of paper. All paper is woven pieces. They are literally woven together, and that's your GSM. So it's grams per square metre. You've got to break those fibres. If you don't, it will just crease and fold. So we go in on the outside and we're just going to work around his body just this way. He's so handsome, this fox. I'm going to follow Nick's shading lines here. So I'm going round with that beautiful chest hair. I was about to crack a joke, then I didn't.
Hair? What?
Chest.
Foxes have got chest hair now, have they, Carla? Just asking for a friend. It's not chest hair.
It's kind of chest hair.
It's his chest wall.
You're making me really hot by making me laugh. I'm just saying, it's not. You're not helping things. So I'm just going round. Once I've broken the fibres on his chest wig, I'm just going to then pull these down here. So you've got that beautiful puffing out on the other side. And then I'm going to follow, we talk about the musculature of the animal, so I'm going to follow that leg pattern down. Now that I've got some breakage in it on the back, I just need to make sure I've broken some of the fibres on the bottom before I start working inwards. So I just pull those ones out, follow Nick's shading lines. He's done the work for you. All you've got to do is follow them. Use the smaller ball tool just to go down the legs, just like so. And then we're going to use the larger end again on his tail floof. And we're going to bring that round. Chest hair and tail floof. That's how it goes. Now see his little nose here, which I love, love, love. I'm going to take a smaller ball tool here and I'm going to work with that shape. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just use the little one just to do his absolute little nose. Then I'm going to go round and just pull out his snout. I'm not going to do much else with his face. I want his nose to sort of be prominent. I'm not going to do all of the foxes for the demonstration purpose. I just wanted to show you the one. I'm going to do his little ears. I'm working on the back of the vignette here. And so he's domed now, and I don't want him to be domed. I need that shaping to come out. So when I turn him round, you can see what I mean, but wait, it's hard on the overhead. He looks great on the overhead, but actually when I've got him sat where he is curved over and it's too much for me. So what I'm going to do is just put my thumb where the cut line of his mouth is, and I'm going to use my finger to just push his head forward, and that's going to stop him being domed. We don't want him domed. Foxes are not domed. Then I'm going to use my finger. I'm just going to pull this round just so I get that beautiful shaping on his chest hair. You don't have chest hair, Doris.
No, I don't have chest hair.
Well, you just look like you were checking. I hope you don't have chest hair. I might start putting it out on the internet that you've got chest hair. I'm just saying, Doris.
Just because you've not seen me for a week, you are torment crazy today. As soon as I walked through the door, believe you me.
What was the first thing you said to me, Miss Doris?
I'm not saying.
Who tormented who, Miss Doris?
It wasn't. It was just a what's the word? Observation.
Was it?
Yeah.
So we're just going to place this fox here. You would just sit down and you have a little stroke and a little brush of your chest hair while you're sitting, and I will carry on with the demonstration. How's that?
Okay.
I'm going to take the fox and I'm just going to do it this way because obviously we're time. I want to try and get another demo in if we can. So I'm just going to shape him with my hands. I'm using this pin flare because it raises it up. Those of you who are new and don't know what pin flare is, it is a gel glow. You can get it on the website. It looks like this. It is a gel. I put mine in a syringe. You don't have to, you can take it. You don't use syringes much for your pin flare, do you? You like to use it straight from the bottle, whereas I prefer the syringe. What gel glue is a silicone glue as such. I can build it up as high as I want, and let me show you, and then you know what you got when you get home. Sorry, Taz. If I can then take this, and I'm going to build height. Now, this is ridiculous. You would never do this at home, but it's just to show you what I mean. If I take this syringe and I start building, I know, Doris, it's fine. Don't worry, you don't have to watch.
Wow.
So I've built it to that height. Now, what silicone gel does, or gel glue does, is if I was to just lay this, for instance, upside down, or, you know, as you would when I place it down, it would dry at that height. So by tomorrow, 24 hours later, it's going to have dried at that height. So that's how we build and sculpt. Now, you would never put that. It's a ridiculous amount on, but I just want to show you the fact that it stays solid in its shape. Now, if I turn it over and I squish it, that glue will all come out, obviously, which I don't want to happen. And I would never build it to that high, but I just wanted to show you as an example. I think personally...
That's 5D, that one.
That's what we call 5D, Doris. But you can see how far he sticks out there. So this is what I mean about building using pin flare. You can see that this one did not have nearly as much pin flare there, and you can see how much he's raised. Look at the shadow play there. I got to tell you, I quite like that. I'm not averse to that. I quite like that, Doris.
I'm a bit scared, I'm not going to lie to you.
I mean, you're always fairly scared of me. Right, let me go in with a baby fox. I'm nearly done, Doris.
Just put him slightly lower. Can we squidge him a bit?
Is it upsetting you, yin and yang?
Yeah.
I'm just going to place him here. We've got that beautiful dimension. I love that. You know I love me a chunky card, though. This is like my absolute cup of tea. You know we showed you the boards. I said about these yesterday. You've got that, it's a bow basically that you would, you know, it's the thing that you would have on your Christmas presents, isn't it? Those ones that have got the little piece of sticky at the back. So basically, if you stick two together, it creates a massive one. And it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is take that and use it to my advantage. So what I'm going to do first, where I've got my centre point on the hellebore card frame, I'm just going to use some glue on here and pop it down. I'm going to use that centre point. Which way shall I go, up or down? I think I'll go down. So I'm going to use that centre point here just to place. Let's give it some snowy and some Christmas aspect to it. So I'm using these ferns and I'm just placing down on either side, just this way. So I'll just kiss them together there. Then I know I've got them straight. Hey, up, my fox is a bit, look, he's a bit wayward.
Wayward, that one. Been on the pin flare.
So we've got that there. And then what I'm going to do is, now that I've done that, take my back off here. So I've got this on 5mm now. I'm using 5mm foam tape. Can you see how deep that is? Can you see it? Wow. So it's a really thick, I love all of my chunky cards. I'm a big fan of chunky cards. I'm going to place that right in the centre under my little fox's toes. Look how beautiful that is. Now, for me, it's too blank around the edges. Now, you could leave it like that, you know, absolutely not a problem. But for me, it's too blank on the edges. I don't like it. Now, I don't want to put something in every corner. As much as I love symmetry, that's not for me. But I am going to play with it. Let me just have a look and see where I want my pieces to be. So I have glued those presents together. And I'm going to stick these in those corners, just over that those ferns, so they go sort of disappearing.
Oh.
Bah, yeah. I nearly shot myself with a glue applicator, Doris.
Oh dear.
Did I just deafen you, Daz? Sorry, babes.
You made me jump. Not my age, it's not good.
I'm just going to place that down there.
Testing my reactions there.
Well, fair nearly shot myself, Doris. I was very upset. Then I'm going to come in with these. I love these so much. I'm just going to rock them, get some shape into them, and then I'm going to place. Now, I might corner place these. I quite like that, I think. Let's corner place them. Pin flare, always your best friend. Let's put it right into that corner. So we're going to draw the eye down towards the foxes, give it a little bend and a rock.
I love the colourways.
Isn't it amazing?
Oh yeah. Even with that one, it could be a new baby card, Christmas.
Is it making you itch and wanting to have a go? Because you've been away from crafting as well for a bit.
I know, I must admit, I am a bit twitchy with this one, because the thing is, Carnation Crafts, you know, for me, is such a beautiful, beautiful range. But especially like this, it's Christmas, it's something new, it's exciting, and the collection is just beautiful. You will be the same. As soon as you get it home, a lot of you are saying you've already got it. If not, when Carla's on, is it 10 a.m. tomorrow?
I don't know the times. Yes.
Yes.
As I was saying.
Look at me. Remembering.
Is that because it was written on a board for you?
Okay, maybe. Honestly, if you've already made something, email in your pictures. Email in. Show us your makes. Put them on Facebook. You know, link them to Carnation Crafts. Let's have a look. Share them in the group so we can start seeing what you're making too. That's why this collection is so incredible. If you are wanting to get the main collection, and thank you, Carla. That is an absolute stunning card, and your explanation was amazing with that one, how we put it together. Carnation Craft TV here for you this afternoon, and like I say, the main collection for you, we've got an exclusive launch for you today, and this is a beautiful collection. But do you know what? Take a look at this. It will explain a little bit more. There you go. So that obviously that shows you the full beauty of the kit. But if you're sat at home and you're thinking, I can't stretch to that this month or something like that, or you're wanting to get certain pieces, we have got smaller individual bundles. First of all, we are going to start with the Nativity Collection. So in the Nativity Collection, you will get, the fantastic scenery card that you're going to get in there, and then you will also get the fantastic characters to go with it as well. So you've got Mary and Joseph in there, you've got the wise men in there too, so that will give you that beautiful collection just there for those two. Just bear with us, we've got a few gremlins at the moment, we're just finding the details for you. There you go. For $59.90, hang on,
oh Chelsea, you're doing it ever since the last speed.
In my ear. Okay, now we've got it for you. If you are wanting a smaller bundle, so you're wanting these two I've got in my hands right here. This is your Nativity Collection, 220613, show price of $59.99. So again, giving that versatility to break it down. And as we said with the nativity scene, you could actually use this in so many different ways. So that is the first bundle we have for you. I'm going to move down and round if that's all right with the team. Now, the next one we have for you is the animals, okay? So if you're wanting the family of foxes, you are wanting the fantastic, the deers and the robins, we have got a smaller bundle just with the animals in for $49.99. 220602 for that one. So the Christmas Families Collection is that one there. But if you are thinking, oh, there's a few extra little pieces that I want as well, if you get in this collection as well, you will actually get in there the Christmas Town. You're going to get the Hellebore in that collection. You will get the Animal Family in there. You will get the Present. You will get the Sentiments. You will get the Christmas backdrop ones. You'll get the trees and the stylized for Christmas. And that's got your florals and everything else. So everything that I'm sweeping there, apart from the two at the top, everything you see there, you will get in this next bundle, which is still a large bundle. The only two that are missing are these two out of that bundle. But that's called Together for Christmas Collection, 220601. And that one is $159.99. Remember, if you spend over £25, you will still receive the little Santa hats. But with that, remember, you will get those for free in your parcel. You're going to get two, one for you or one for a friend as well. So you have got those in your collection as well to make a beautiful present just to give to your little friend. I'd definitely give Carla one of these.
Ah, thanks, babe.
You could have those. So that would be beautiful in there. But do remember, if you spend over £25, if you put your perfect papers in and things like that, you will receive your hats as well. So if today you want to stock up on your perfect papers, your glues, your adhesive, things like that, just by spending £25, you can pop those in your basket too. But the main deal of the show, if you are wanting the whole shebang, as we call it, you are wanting the beauty of Christmas, then this is your family Christmas collection. You're getting 94 dies in total. Show price is $199.99. But if you pop in the code CCFC10, then you will get that special discount, making it $179.99. If you want to split the cost and PayPal Pay in 3, that will make your first payment on PayPal Pay in 3 of £60. Free UK P&P. And if you're thinking, where do I go to purchase this item? Pop over to carnationcrafts.co.uk. This is where everything is there for you online. But also remember, while you're there and you are purchasing, then pop along to the downloads and go and get your vignettes. They are the pre-coloured artwork that you can download, print them out, lay your dies over the top to get like for like imagery and artwork you are seeing on all your fabulous cards here. So this really will give you that beautiful detail and design on there for you to be able to use those. So hopefully that explains where you can go and where you can get them. Like I say, you can watch all the shows back on YouTube as well, but also Carla will be back at 10 a.m. tomorrow as well. And you can see all the shows are there. So if you're an early bird, early hours of the morning, you're waking up and you're thinking, my kit's going to be here in the morning, go and have a little look, make some ideas, get some inspiration. Everything is on there. So hopefully that explains it. Now, Miss Carla, will we have time for another
let's
demo?
go in for a demo. I will just say, Jenny, you're saying you only got one. Was that because you just put the papers in the Nativity set? No. If you have spent over £25, you will get 2 of the Santa hat dies. However, it comes in one packet. So you would have... Basically, you would get that, but there's 2 inside it. So if you just have a look inside, you should have 2 in there. So I hope that helps. Carol, ProPrint ordered. Thank you for your help. You're more than welcome, Carol. I hope you love ProPrint the way I do. Make sure you print on the shiny side. It makes a difference. Okay. 8x8. I'm going to go, I'll do the manger tomorrow if we have time, but please do watch yesterday's shows for the manger. There is a full demo on it. Tomorrow is generally composition, so we'll be doing a composition show tomorrow at 10 o'clock. So I've done it on an 8x8. I just want to do this for those of you who don't have the nativity frame. Just let's see how we can work this up into just, using your ordinary 8x8. So we're just putting that up against here. Hold. This is why you keep this away, because if it slips and moves, it won't stick by accident. And we're just going to place that down, and that's my 8x8 card base sorted. What I've done is created layered apertures, and I'm going in with those ProPrint colours. Because when you're creating layered apertures, because I don't measure mine, I do it by eye for those centerpieces. What I always do on the back of mine, I don't know if you can see or not actually, there you go. I put a tiny arrow so I know on each aperture which way is up, which sounds like a ridiculous thing, but it just keeps me guided into the right place. Obviously going to take away my foam tape. Don't really need to take away the extra layers at the back. So I'll work my apertures up. I've got my foam tape layered there. I'm using 3mm. Now I can put that straight down, absolutely, but what I want to be able to do is make sure that my placement is going to be correct for the things that I want on the very back of the card. So I'm going to take my largest aperture first. I'm not sticking this, I'm just using it as a vision for where I want my centerpieces to be. So I'm going to take some trees, and what I'm going to do for the large one at the back, I'm using wet glue. I don't want any height on this, so I'm not using pin flare, I'm using wet glue, and that's because it's going to be a background piece, and I don't need much glue. We do have a lot of comments for people saying to me that I don't use enough glue. I have been through this with lots of you, so I hope it's helped in the past, where I've just said less is more often with glue, because It's sticky. You don't need a lot. And I'm somebody who's got a quilling background, and you are taught very early on, use the least amount of glue you can get away with.
Well, you don't want that squidges. You don't want that play.
It gives it a shine,
yes.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
So the less you use, the better. It's not true that the more glue you use, the more sticky it will be, if that makes sense. You know, there's just those elements that rise through.
And that's everyday glue that you
everyday,
use as well,
yeah. So that's behind you.
Yes.
No, this is just your everyday wet glue, which is just PVA. The Carnation one has a high content of PVA and less water, so it's incredibly sticky. It's very, very good glue. I'm just going to place this down. I did a show with Adam Humphreys last week, I think.
Yes.
And he said to me that it's the best glue he's used.
Oh, wow.
Which was interesting to hear him say that, because obviously he crafts with his little one as well, and he was saying it's the best one he's ever used. Now for the little trees, because I've now got my aperture and I know roughly where I'm going, I can start working with my shapes. So I'm going to go in with the next piece of Perfect Papers. Now, because I do it by eye, I need to make sure that my arrow is at the top. So I need to make sure I've got it in the right place, because I cut them together when I'm making layered apertures. So it just helps where I'm doing it. It says, can I ask, the Pro Print on C&C, is it the same as Carnation Crafts? As far as I'm aware, there are different brands of Pro Print. I'm going to sneeze.
Oh, bless you.
Excuse me. There are different. Thank you very much. There are different brands of Pro Print paper. Now, I'm going to say this to you, and you're going to think that I'm just saying this because of the company I work for. So I'm hoping somebody else will back me up. Carnation Crafts Pro Print is the best Pro Print on the market. I'm not saying that because I work for them. I'm saying it because I have tried and tested various different brands, and I'll be totally honest with you. If I was demonstrating, even for Carnation, I would want to print on the best quality Pro Print, and I would be honest about it. Carnation don't, you know, I'm not employed by Carnation. I'm a freelance demonstrator, so I can genuinely sort of, for want of a better way of phrasing it, push the things that I want to push, if that makes sense. But Carnation's Pro Print is the finest quality Pro Print paper I have ever used, and I think you'd agree, because there are differences, and you'll work out, or you'll hear whenever we're at Create and Craft, the people who are printing out various things, they all say, oh, we always use Carnations because it's got a sharper quality to it. So my opinion, and lots of other people's opinions,
I always use that on air as well. You know I did. Yeah. You know, because obviously I'm not a Carnation Crafts girl either. You know, I work for lots of different other companies and things like that, and bring you lots of things. But the colours, pigments that you get for that are stronger. You get that little bit more depth, and you get that crispness to it. So please, if you've... Crispness.
Oh, I thought you'd gone into mud then.
Honestly, just try it. Honestly, it's a little bit like, I'm not being funny, I'm going to use the analogy. Toilet roll is toilet roll, okay?
Oh,
you're going to have your favourite brand. You're going to have your favourite one that, you know, feels nice, bit quilted and everything else. Everybody is different. Just bear that in mind with papers, cardstocks and everything else. But if you're wanting the best one, in our opinion, please get the Pro Print one for Carnation.
I've got loads of people on Facebook saying that they agree about the Carnation Pro. It's really difficult, isn't it? Because I'm sitting here and I'm obviously doing a Carnation Craft show. So, you know, it would be... it's easy for you to think that I have to say the things I'm saying, and I don't. You know, I don't have to say the things that I'm saying. And if I didn't think that Carnation's Pro Print was any good, I just wouldn't mention Carnation's Pro Print. But it is amazing stuff, the same as the glue. It's amazing stuff, the same as the applicators. I'm going to sing that, the same as the tiny lights. I am going to sing those things because they are better quality. It's as simple as that. Toilet roll is not all. It's not all the same thing.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. It's the same with paper. What you print it on is not the same. Paper is not the paper that you think. Try the Pro Print paper. You will see the difference. Print it and you will see like for like, colour-wise, how different it is.
Margaret says, you're right about the glue. I used to use too much till you told us about it, and now one bottle lasts ages. And you're right about Pro Print, won't use any other. The colours are amazing. It's just true, you know. I'm not trying to sit here and sell you something that I personally don't believe in. I wouldn't do that. It reflects on me as a demonstrator if I am telling you something that I don't believe in. So I'm not willing to do that for my own reputation. So I'm just going to curl those over so you've got that dome. I'm not using the ball tool on the trees, I've got no need to, but look how beautiful these Scandi trees are against that green on the aperture. It's amazingly pretty. I'm just going to take this into here. You could put tiny lights underneath this and make it glow, which would be beautiful, wouldn't it? Really pretty, right?
I like the thought of that.
I'm just going to place these on a little angle going across, and I'm using my layers now on my layered aperture, and I'm using them to create a platform. So I'm crafting on those layered apertures. I'm just going to put that down.
Just feeding those in.
Just feeding them in, and obviously if I was doing this just normally sitting on my own crafting to actually make the cards, I would be taking a lot more time. I would be doing the process a lot more delicately. However, I don't have the time to do it when I'm demoing, but certainly for you, just take that time. Just little bits of glue here, same again.
But it just proves if you haven't got the time as well.
Oh, you can whack a card together with Carnation.
You can put these together and they're still going to look just as amazing. If you've got bits cut out on your craft desk, you think, do you know what, I'm going to make a card right here, right now. You have got that. And I do feel that the vignettes on here take it to a whole new level each and every time. Absolutely.
And I think the thing with Carnation is, listen, you know, I can take a card base with Carnation, just a blank piece, and I can stick a vignette on it, a matte and layer and a vignette, just put the deer on it. The sentiment, send it. It's going to be beautiful. The artwork is so incredible. The colours are so incredible in your perfect papers because they match in with the vignettes that you get in. So because everything works together, you know, that little motto that we've got, you cannot make a bad card with Carnation. It's absolutely true. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use some of these little wee deers who I love, love, love. I'm going to work on those platforms again. So I'm going to possibly put him there. So I'll just pop a little bit of glue onto his lallies, just onto his toesits, and I will just place him there. Aww. Isn't he beautiful?
These are good. Like I say, the colour tones that have been used by Nick and the team, the artwork is incredible.
Always is, isn't it?
Always. And it is the magic of Christmas. It really is.
It is, and what a treat to work with this stuff. That's the thing. It's a real privilege to work with Carnations. You know, their papers, their dyes. It is always, always a privilege. Sheila, I've been working on popping off, so I would have been told off. Missed the little... light one is blue. Is there a YouTube video? Watch the ones from yesterday, Sheila, because they're all still on there. Hey, I've put the glue on the wrong way. I was getting confused. This is what I mean about using the double-sided vignettes. I think it was Carol, I was talking to you about it. Because I can use it now on the front of the vignette and have him the other way around. But I don't have to buy 2 dies to achieve that. I can have him just as he is, just sitting there. Because I've got those double-sided vignettes. That's why we fold and do the gluing on the black line. It gives me that balance and I get that for free. I'm going to take the little bobs here, just put in some just on the bottom of his body. I don't need much. I'm going to use the next platform up. So my lighter green now to place him in. So I'm creating dimension and lay it there. So I'm going to place him down and then I'll just pop his head back up. I'm tucking him just so he look how beautiful that is.
Wow.
already. Then I don't want it to be too plain on the outside, so I'm going to use that gorgeous sentiment. I do. These sentiments are stunning, right?
Sorry.
Hey up, Doris.
Breathe in. With this one, obviously the detail, the design on this one too, but you can still read it. That's what I like.
Yeah.
And you've got that swirliness to it, so you can imagine really fancy gift tags with this as well. This really will bring. Look at that with that drop shadow. It looks incredible.
I love cursive fonts anyway, so when you get them in you know, a really beautiful dye and you've got these gorgeous sentiments, it's really beautiful. I'm nearly done, but I've just got a couple of pieces to add. Look how beautiful that is. It's really clean, isn't it?
It is.
Really, really clean. I'm just going to place one of the little Christmas trees just as a little token. Nothing too excessive. I'll put it at the edge there, just on the Merry Christmas. Little token tree. Look how cute that is. And then we need some colour, right?
Oh, let's do this.
Let's blast it out.
Oh, wow. I made a real corsage. Oh, look at that. Wow.
So that is, you know, so pretty, isn't it? This is the joy of Carnation. Nothing that you make is going to look bad. Use your card bases. If you're not wanting to use the manger, but you still want to use the other elements, that's the joy of this bundle. All of those pieces are going to make all of the different cards that you want to make, be it the manger, be it using the hellebore frame, be it using those backdrops, those 3D backdrops. All of those things are going to give you a different type of card. You will be able to craft from now until you stop crafting in, let's hope, 150 years, and you will be able to make a different card every day, and each card would be different with this one collection. So yes, you may be sitting there thinking, you know, it's 100, and once you've got your discount on it, I don't know what it is with the discount in my head, is it 179.99?
Yes.
Christmas, it is fully packed. So normally speaking, on a normal collection, you'd probably be, you know, getting half of what you're getting for this collection. So that's, you know, you're getting so much in there. There are so many dies.
This is beautiful, and like I say, if you are wanting the full suite of products, we do have them for you in this hour. This is a special limited edition that we brought to you here, like an exclusive that we bring to you right here. For the main collection, your item number is 220634. This is the family Christmas collection, £199.99. It should be £219.98. There's 94 dies in this collection, but if you use the code CCFC10, then we can give you an extra discount code with that one that brings the main price down to £179.99. If you want to split the cost, PayPal pay in 3, but the first payment will be of £60. But honestly, incredible detail right there. Please pop over to carnationcrafts.co.uk, where you can find all the items we've been showing you this hour, plus as well all the papers and everything else. But I have to say, we've had a fantastic hour, haven't we, Miss Carla?
It is good to have you back, Doris. I've missed
It's
you.
good to be back, and it's good to be back with something as special as this Carnation Crafts. Do remember, check in with us at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, when Carla will be back with another fabulous show, composition and more. So a massive thank you from us. Enjoy your night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.